Man, I don't know about y'all, but I just felt like I was in pre-game warm-up. What is up, everybody? Welcome. It's your boy, Big Game James, and I'm joined by the musicologist A. Reed and the buff nerd, J. Stocks.
Let's go.
Fellas, how's everybody doing, man?
Good. I'm excited.
Living my best life.
Oh, I'm actually kind of excited, man.
That's cool. May I ask what has you excited right now, Jay?
What has me excited? I mean, it's Cowboys. It's football. It's just a lot going on.
Y'all just suffered an injury though, didn't you?
We did, and we're gonna definitely talk about that on Cowboys Cutting Up on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Myself and Trey. We're definitely going to have to dive into that because there's some names that are kind of getting thrown out, or maybe some people.
Normal size today, too, y'all. Normal size.
Oh, that's
for y'all get me going on that, man.
But yeah, no, and then I got to join. You know what I'm saying? A great Cowboy fan club, official Cowboy fan.
Send
club.
Me that fan club. Can I join?
No, you have no because you like the pewter, you like the color pewter.
But I support and promote on all platforms.
You can come and join.
So why don't you? Why don't you send it to me? Let me join. So whenever I do a diss track on the Cowboys, I can make sure your group gets it.
Yeah, see that part. That's why
I didn't come out. That came out wrong. That's why diss track. Whenever I create some supporting content, I can share. Dog, you're acting like I didn't just do a piece that said Dak Prescott is your next MVP. You didn't watch that one, huh?
I watched it.
I don't know. Did I talk bad about your boy though?
You didn't. So I don't know if I agree with it.
Do you think it was motive behind it?
Anyway, shout out Star Status. Can't wait to you know what I'm saying, really Cowboys up, get which is gonna be fun.
Hey Reed, I'm offended by this dude. Cause if I talk smack about the Cowboys, Big Game's is a hater. He's a bitch hater. All he does is hate. If I give love to the Cowboys, it's a motive. It's something underlying. He don't mean it. He's lying.
That part, yes.
What I got to do to win, bro?
You are a habitual hater. And I don't know. I don't understand why.
It's
just what it is.
You don't bleed the blue and silver, man.
You don't.
I bleed silver and blue, but that silver blue represents Nevada Wolfpack.
That's the Wolfpack. Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
But
that's what it is.
I've been in Texas long enough where it's starting to grow on me a little bit, bro.
No, it's not.
It's not. I'm lying again. Hey, Reed, he's calling me a liar, dog.
No, I'm not calling you a liar. I'm saying that you're telling an untruth at this moment.
Oh, so I'm just lying for the moment, but I'm not a liar.
No.
A hater,
you're not a liar. Well, yes, that's in your blood.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Haters. Did y'all see the statement that Robert Kraft made about the Deshaun Watson suspension?
This I did not see. What did he say?
So now this came out PFF. Yeah. Somebody made a meme from it, and it says Robert Kraft says that it's disgusting that the NFL only suspended Deshaun Watson 6 games total for his sexual allegation charges. Yeah. Now let's not forget that the same man that got caught up in the brothel or massage house.
I'm about to say he was just caught
Florida,
right?
And here it is. His stuff gets swept under the rug, right?
Of course.
But
of course,
here he wants to call Deshaun Watson suspension horrible, right? Now, I mean, I want to dive into the penalty and what went down, but I just want to get you guys' take on what should be made off of that statement by Robert Kraft. Because when I read it, I was like, "This a lie. He couldn't have said this." But multiple people they posted this on the internet to where I'm like, it got to be some truth behind it. Like, what gives?
Yeah, I mean, it's a point of privilege. And you know this, Big Game is those in the ivory tower, right? Mm-hmm. I'm an owner. I am held to a different standard, right? Mm-hmm. You look at the Crafts, the Ursays, these guys. You know, it's just the Sterlings. You're just held to a different standard, right? And so to me, it doesn't surprise me. I think it's disgusting that he would even say it, but it doesn't surprise me because that's what they do. They talk bad about the players, they talk bad about other people. When it comes to their front door, all of a sudden it's like, well, you don't understand, or it's not what you think.
That's
No,
like
it
your
is.
man McNair in Houston before he died, when he said that the inmates came run to prison,
Yeah.
but then came out and tried to clean it up, right? Hey,
Yeah.
Reed, you have something you got to add to that, brother?
I mean, you got the owners, and then you have the players. You have the owners, and you got the product. So the owners can say whatever they want to.
Yeah.
Apparently, that they can say whatever they want with no kind of penalties and stuff like that. Kraft is the last person that should even be saying anything.
Man, he should have sat
Last
somewhere in the
person.
corner and didn't say not one
Last person.
damn thing at
But
all.
let me ask this question though.
Go ahead, brother.
Should we even care that he said something, considering the source?
Yes, we should though. The reason I say that is because it's too often that, like Reed said, there's a power structure of how it's laid out, right?
Sure.
Owners,
Mm-hmm.
commissioner, players.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's really how it is, right?
You play your role. You got to stay in your lane.
But at the same time, if a player came out and spoke any kind of truth to what was going on with the owner, his job is gone.
Yes.
But here it is, and this is my whole thing. Like I said in my piece, the F Anonymous is what I titled, right? I hate people that cannot stand behind what they say about someone else.
Yeah.
And I also hate people who speak on others like they haven't done any wrong.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like, nobody's perfect in this world. I'm not trying to say owners got to be at a beyond higher standard than players. But at the same time, you get caught in some dirt, all your stuff goes away because you got the money to pay and make it go away, and make it disappear because of your bread.
Right.
But now because another team that that's probably might be able to be a threat to you because of the quarterback they added, you feel a certain kind of way and want to say it's disgusting.
You want to point fingers, man. You got dirt on your name as well, bro.
Man.
Well, and that's why I asked the question. As fans, I can tell you, like, the whole, like, the Kaepernick situation, all of that. I mean, now it's kind of one of those things like, yeah, I remember when that happened. Anyway, week 3, who we going up against? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of those pieces that, we remember McNair just for what he did on the field, not what he did off the field, right? Not how it all went down. It was tragic. It was sad, but we don't remember that part. And maybe you don't want to remember whatever you want to say, but it's just those things where you just remember on the field because we want sports to be the last pure thing that other things can't, affect it. Like politics can't affect it. People, the way they are in real life, can't affect it because it's sports and it's pure. So, it's dumb what he said, but by the time preseason games start in a couple of weeks, ain't nobody gonna care.
That's the part that sucks, but the God honest truth. People are gonna forget about, like, Colin Kaepernick is still out the NFL for taking a stance on racism, and everybody made it about him disrespecting the flag, and we forget that what it was really all about. And at the same time, I don't think that Cap should still be the center of attention on everything, but it was a great cause, right? That all of a sudden business as usual in the league goes on. That's the part that makes me sick. And then the other part that I think about is, when is the NFL gonna get consistent on their punishment?
Right.
Never.
Right.
Like,
never.
I've been looking for a picture here. I want to pull it up and show it while we talk. But at the same time,
it's still a business.
How do you? And like I said, long time ago, the NFL dropped the ball when they should have froze up him Deshaun Watson being able to he's going to be enter free agency or start shopping himself around, knowing that a suspension was coming, right? But because they let Cleveland Browns throw all this money at him, I honestly feel like the punishment was because they didn't want to burn Cleveland for all the guaranteed money they gave him. So they settled with a 6-game suspension that supposedly came from an outside arbitrator.
Yeah.
To do
it was
due
money.
diligence.
It was money at the end.
But they tried to say the Browns a little bit of cash on that end.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to BJ Nix. Yo, appreciate you coming in. Johnny Dean, what up, my guy?
What's up,
yo, Johnny, good to see you, man.
You know what I'm saying? BJ Nix pulls out 6 games for Watson, 6 games for Ross. Player and owner same. That's how they'll sell it. Yes, sir, you're correct. That's what we see, man. That's what they're trying to portray as, see, it is the same. They're doing the same thing, and so they get the same punishment. Obviously, we know that's not the case. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. Or if you haven't seen the memes out with other players, right, that have done other things, and they get full, year suspensions, right?
Yeah,
they get fined out the wazoo.
Man, let's just go ahead and talk about it right now. There's how and we said Stocks, I think, said 8 games. I said 6. I can't remember what Reed said. We were all about the same.
I said 6.
All right, we were all about the same ballpark when we said suspension. Even though we said it probably should have been an entire season.
Yeah.
I mean, you had 26 allegations. All of a sudden, it dropped down, down to 4, right? But here it is again, because the NFL is going to sell what they want to sell. You know what I'm saying? They're going to talk about Calvin Ridley, but at the same time, you've now allowed these betting apps and taking money from them as revenue.
Yes.
So, but when a player goes out and bets on NFL games, it's a problem. But because it's going to tarnish the shield, they can think we're tanking games. He's got to go a whole season. But you can have a guy that's supposedly doing all this crazy stuff to women, and he only gets 6.
Take the money.
How is that fair?
NFL always. You notice how the NFL always has somebody that quote unquote tarnishes the shield. They always do, but it's always kind of somehow swept under the rug or whatnot. To make everything just seem a little bit better. Like it's.
Well, listen, and understand this. Goodell, Roger Goodell is not a lawyer. Let's start there. He is a PR man, right? That's what he does. He's a PR guy. That's how he made his money. That's where he comes from. So he understands, hey, look, we got this Deshaun Watson thing going. And then the next day, we're going to talk about this, and this. So now we move away from Deshaun Watson. Now we move on to, okay, now here's some suspensions about this. So, we're going to talk about this, and this. So we're going to, it's smoke and mirrors, man. At the end of the day, it's magicians, they're PR people. And not to say that anything's wrong with them. They're doing their job because they get you to move on from those things.
But this is what it comes down to. We love the game so much that we'll get pissed for a minute. But as long as the entertainment is still there for us to watch, we watch it. At the end of the day, I get caught up in being a fan as well, but I still think back to them days of being in the locker room and certain guys that got a certain voice and want players to know what they really should or shouldn't do. All of a sudden, they disappear. And they no longer on the team no more. They can't be around no more because they don't want you to speak out against the machine, bro. It's a machine, a well-oiled machine. It's going to keep running. People going to keep putting money into it, right? Fans can say, man, I'm going to boycott the NFL. No, you not. Stop lying. You ain't about to boycott the league. Hey, I love Kaepernick to death, bro.
Yeah.
I support Cap. All day, every day.
Sure.
Hey, man, we shouldn't watch the NFL, so they blackball Kaepernick. You right. Dog, what time the Buccaneers play today?
Right.
You can't. If you're fan of the game, you not going to boycott. Go ahead, Reed. My bad, man.
Let's be honest, man. All three of us here. I mean, if we had the power to really decide what Deshaun Watson's suspension would be, would it be 6 games, or would you have give this guy maybe a whole season?
Well, I mean, we obviously know.
Good question, Reed.
But here's the deal. I'm not a Browns fan. So
aside from the fact of being a Browns fan, because what you have to look at, because what you have to look at is still the revenue of the league. Because what I'm thinking is they gave this man 6 games for the simple fact that, like we said, he already signed that big ass contract with Cleveland. And at the same time, they don't want to lose so much revenue for Cleveland with all of that. So they had to make something back.
Well, hold on.
Suspending him from a whole season will probably put that team down,
who can listen, how many teams are in the NFL?
32.
32 teams. Do you think one player is going to take the whole league? I think not. All it's going to do is it sucks for Cleveland, but guess what? It's been sucking for Cleveland for a very, 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 very long time. Okay.
You mean Deshaun Watson not going to bring in tickets? He's not going to bring in ticket sales. He's still a fucking good quarterback.
Johnny Manziel brought in ticket sales for Cleveland. Get out of here, man. I mean,
but I think you're missing the point Reed really trying to make, and I think it's the one I was trying to iterate too, man. They weren't going to screw Cleveland all the way over.
No,
because they didn't take control of the situation when they should have from the start. Yes. They would have taken control of the situation
in Houston.
Like, hey, whoa. He's not going nowhere until we get this suspension and these things figured out. And then the NFL easily could have mandated some kind of clause to still let him do the whole free agency thing a little bit after the free agency period.
Right. Sure.
And these teams would have had their quarterbacks in play. But now it's all like, oh, damn, we knew Cleveland somebody was going to pick him up. We know they was going to give him 230 guaranteed. Damn, we can't spend it for a whole year and have all that cap on their books.
Why not? They were going to do it. They were going to do it to Zeke. They were going to do it to Zeke, and damn near did it to Zeke.
That's different.
How is that different?
Because of the position he plays, dog. Believe it or not.
And he's on the Cowboys.
They will make an example.
Cowboys bring in revenue. I don't give a damn what these Cowboys bringing revenue.
Cowboys get screwed over before and worse than other teams because Jerry Jones and Goodell, they got a beef. Real talk.
Yes.
It is. So if it would have happened to Zeke,
but that's what I'm saying. Like Zeke had like 8 games, and it was like, dude, what did he do? Like he was acting bad.
Didn't he grab a boob at the parade? Is that what
he didn't even get it for that. He didn't grab it. He just, hey, girl, show everybody.
He pulled the shirt down.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, look, Zeke was out there wilding out. I ain't gonna lie.
And then what the Heartbeat say? 2 wrongs don't make a right, but it happens.
He was out there wilding out. But all I'm saying is this. In Houston, this should have been taken care of before he even, to me, I feel like, and you can talk to this big game, and we've kind of talked about this before, is somebody knew something was going down.
Oh, yeah.
And it should have been yo, my guy, we gotta, we gotta figure this out because this ain't gonna go well. This is after the Me Too movement. So this call it what you want to, but this is not gonna go down well. Dude,
I
when
feel
you man. So yes, he shouldn't have gone. He shouldn't have been able to move after the whole thing. They should have waited. They can put him on unable to play, or whatever list they want to put him on. Right, commissioner's bad boy list, which Pac-Man Jones has been on several times. Okay,
yeah, Pac-Man Jones. A lot. This is my whole thing, and everyone's going to come out and say why different punishments can be justified or why they should have been carried out in different ways. Yeah. And my whole thing is just at the end of the day, it's, excuse my language, it's a shit show right now because there's no consistency on how they do things. Like I said, Ridley, there's no way you can tell me, I really don't believe Calvin Ridley deserved a 17-game suspension for playing FanDuel.
Hell no.
Now,
Josh, go ahead.
Here's my question, though. Was this a part of the new council that they have? Because the council is the one that decided the Deshaun Watson deal. But I think this was the commissioner that decided
Ridley's deal.
Ridley's deal.
That count. Well, Are they doing independent counsels for everything now, or was that just the situation for this?
I think that's like part of the.
Okay.
I think that's part of the new collective bargaining where they have a council that decides, what happens to the players.
And my man Ray says this all the time over on Bucks Report and on a Cup of Ray. We talked about it one day. Mm-hmm. You can't get in bed with these big betting apps, but then at the same time punish the players if they want to participate like fans do.
Facts.
And one other one too, Josh Gordon.
Unless there's a statement in their contract that says that they can't sit there.
It's some kind of gambler stipulation in there. Read now, but like when I played, it was way different because like the only betting you could do was to go out to Vegas and place a bet, unless you bet under the table with a bookie or something.
Right.
But now, from the comfort of your home, you could just be like, man, what they doing on DraftKings?
Yep.
Oh, dog, I'm on this parlay. I did a 5-game parlay for $100. I might be to win 7.
Yeah, but you know where the ire really came up to with Ridley was he was betting on his own games. Whether it was, hey, I'm betting that I can hit the over, right? Pete Rose is still banned from baseball. Still.
And now baseball will take a stance on betting, but they'll let them fools do steroids all day long.
Well,
what the hell?
And that's what it is, right? but and that's why baseball, I think, is where it is now, right? It is not America's sport anymore. That is clearly football.
Man, you're right, but I don't know.
That's America's pastime.
Maybe it was me, but I wanted to add. That's why I had to bring this in here today. Yeah. Just the length of the suspension. So we all say he got 6. Anybody pissed that it's not a whole seson? Like, do you care?
Am I pissed? It should be.
But do you care one way or another? Like, are you mad about it?
Well, and I'm gonna bring Johnny Dean's deal. When what he said. Every time I think of my stepdaughters and then hear Watson's name, bro. I got a daughter myself, and it's like, yeah, if that happened to her, I'm looking for Deshaun Watson, and it will not end well. Am I pissed?
The big buff bad black.
Hey man, go.
My bad. I said the black nerd.
I can't necessarily. Well, I mean, I'm not in you guys' shoes. I don't have a daughter or anything like that. Can't necessarily say I'm upset, but I'm definitely not surprised. I'm definitely not surprised by any kind of means. Like we all agree, man. It'd probably end up being 6 games, and we know exactly why. It's 6 games, man.
Yeah,
we know why. It's. I mean, damn, you can really go out here and screw how many women or whatever he was doing.
Yeah,
of course, only Deshaun knows, and those women know it. If it's still truth or facts or whatever.
Yeah.
But the fact that he can do that and pretty much just get a slap on the wrist. I mean, 6 games ain't shit, y'all.
I'm not mad, and the reason I'm not mad is. Wasn't Ben Roethlisberger's suspension the same thing, or was it even 6 games?
I think he had 2.
2 games.
I think it was 2. I think it was pretty insignificant.
I'm gonna look it up in there. So my whole thing is again, it was wild. I mean, yes, it's
Ben did that shit.
Years in between.
Yeah, he did.
Ben
and
did
2, he had 2 separate allegations brought up against him.
Yes,
right?
Ben did that.
So
shit.
Yes,
here it is again, the inconsistency of the league.
Yeah.
So. Okay, cool. Deshaun Watson got suspended. He got something.
Yes.
Should it have been longer?
Yes.
Maybe. Yes.
Yes. I think we can agree. Yes.
I think.
Did he get over? I titled the show. Does the punishment fit the crime? No. But then again, depends on who you ask. I've seen so many answers out on the internet, dude. It cracks me up because I'm like, people really think like that.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah,
I ain't got a daughter, but I got a mom. I got a sister. I got nieces.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Do y'all think it may have to do with like maybe the star power of the player? Like
I think that has a lot to do with it.
Like we were just saying, Ben Roethlisberger, Ben got like maybe 2, maybe 4 games. You know what I'm saying? They even had to punish. They had to punish Tom Brady for the Deflategate.
Right.
Gave him like 4 games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, Deshaun was practically before all of this stuff was almost one of the top QBs in the league that people were talking about.
No, he definitely was easily top 10, even top 7, maybe like
who's that?
6, 7. Deshaun Watson.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I mean, that's the reality. But
Ben got 6 games back when that stuff happened.
okay.
No. Take that back. 4.
Yeah, because he appealed it, didn't he? Or something happened.
It was
something where
it was 6, and then went down to 4. I think it was, but the original length they were asking for was 6. So that's why when Deshaun Watson, when it came out and it wasn't an entire season, I was like, well, it's not going to be half either because of what they've done for other people. And like I said, it depends on the position. I still really believe that. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't claim to always be right,
but and I know that what I've heard is if it was 8, the season was going to be over for Cleveland. And if I'm Brissett, I'm feeling some kind of way like I'm not that trash.
Shit, pull up his start record. Jacoby Brissett ain't been over 500 in the season. He started 14 games in Indy. He was still under 5.
That's cold, man.
He's good to get you bought. Now I'm not saying he could have done better if he had a better supporting cast. But let's just be real.
He's a bridge QB.
Jacoby Brissett is not Deshaun Watson.
No,
he's a bridge QB.
He wasn't brought in there to go 8-0 or 6-2 for the first 6.
4-4.
Yeah.
You think he can go 4-4?
That's why they didn't get. That's why they give Deshaun Watson 8 games. He only got 6.
Look what they got. I mean, they got Jacoby Brissett, but didn't they go and sign Josh Rosen?
Yeah, Rosen's about to be a career clipboard guy. He's not ever going to have he's never going to have the confidence to play no more. I don't think. I think they ruined his confidence when they got rid of him in Arizona.
Man,
and just shipped him around the league, bro.
That's a guy that never got a chance. That's a guy that never
they
got
did
a
him
chance.
dirty. He got drafted the next year. New staff came in. They didn't want him. They drafted Kyler Murray and they cut him.
He never had a chance.
No.
So
I think he had a chance. They saw it and said, "Nope, you're good enough to hold this clipboard.
So
go over there and get that Microsoft Surface. Holla.
Tell me how you really feel.
The Surface Pro.
I mean, look, I have to believe that when you come in, you get an opportunity, you make the best of that opportunity. Dak Prescott did that. He did that. There are players that came in and did that, right? They weren't the biggest, they weren't the best, but they took advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah.
And so, there it is.
It is what it is. Hey, the league is a cold-blooded business, dog. I know firsthand because never mind. I'll talk about that later.
There you go.
But yeah, they but
it is, isn't it?
They do and they don't care about everybody, and everybody's not treated the same. And we know there's different star power in the league, and different things are gonna happen for different reasons with different people. They can preach consistency all they want. It's a lie. There's no consistency on how punishments hand out. Because some people can get caught driving 200 miles per hour, wake up in the bed with a woman that's not their wife, with some drugs on the table, and they'll be gone for 2 games and then back. And some guys get caught with stuff, and we never, and y'all never hear about it.
Yeah,
never.
But we in the locker room like, how that happen? How did it? Hey, dog, did you talk to your boy over? And so, no, and thing is, players know each other. They start, hey man, if y'all hear this, don't be surprised. Who was calling you that and tell you that from other team? Hey, dog, if y'all hear this, don't be surprised. But but this is how it went down. We was there. What? I mean, it's just like, ooh. And also, you hear something in the news, you be like, dog, I ain't even had the story. I already got the whole story from my dog who on the squad. You know what I'm saying? It happens like that sometime, man.
Yeah, anyway. For sure. Hey, make sure that you like, subscribe, smash that bell, right? So you can check out, there you go. You can check out when the shows that are coming on BG Entertainment, and of course, Big Game Sports Buzz and all those other things. Of course, musicology, and not musicology. What is it? Man, my bad.
The Man Cave Express.
Man Cave Radio. Ain't you the musicologist?
It's a musicology, but musicology, boy, you created a whole new show. We might need to talk about that in the green room when we're done.
Down with that. But yo, you can check and see when we're all doing our thing.
Oh,
how about that?
Oh man. So
that's the segue.
Yes, hey, very good segue, dog. So this past weekend, NBA legend Bill Russell passed away at the age of 88 years old, man. And we knew I knew during the finals when we didn't see him this year that things might not have been great for Bill. They might not have been doing super well. But Jay Stoggs, man, I put this on here because a lot of times when we have GOAT conversations, Bill Russell's a guy that's made several of your top 5 lists in different categories that we brought up, man. What'd you feel about this? How did that death affect you, man?
You know what, man? To be honest with you, and I talked to my son about it because he asked, what was going on, and because I was like, oh man, he lived a great life, 88 years young. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing, 11-time champion, not only as a player but also as a coach.
Wow.
And to do it at a time when realistically, black folks were not viewed in that manner. And people can make the whole, oh well, he played against little guys, and he played against who was in front of him. Right, he had 5 years with Will Chamberlain. I mean, he played against Lou Alcindor. The guy is a consummate champion. When people keep talking about GOATs and they never put him in those conversations, I'm like, yo, that's why to me you have to do greatest of their eras. If that's how you just want to do it, fine. Jordan is the greatest of his era, right? LeBron and Kobe, you can fight it out with them of their eras, right? Magic and Bird of their eras, fine, fight it out. Bill Russell, without a doubt, greatest of his era, but nobody's going to duplicate what he's done ever. So to me, that's the greatest of all time. I hope he rest in power. That's what you look to. That's a consummate man on and off the court, right? That stood for something,
man.
Every time.
Reed, what do you think about Bill Russell, man?
A lot of what Starks just said, man. You talk about GOATs. I mean, 11 championships speaks for itself. 11 championships just speak for itself. Now, of course, I wasn't necessarily live to watch the guy play, but I am a studier of the game. And I've gone back and I've watched film, watched videos, and seen things that this man has done. And I kind of agree with Stars when he says that you kind of got to look at the GOATs of each time, of each era. Man couldn't be touched, man. Man couldn't be touched. Man. Again, 11 championships speak for itself. May he definitely, like I say, rest in power. I think it hurts. It hurts a little bit, for the league and whatnot, because you don't want to see the greats ever end up leaving, man.
Right.
I think the last time we had something like this, man, was Kobe, and I mean, to me, I still can't even get over that. I still can't get over it.
It was very soon.
You know what I'm saying?
That was freakish. But I think the thing that got me the most when you hear about it, and I don't think a lot of people, I can't say a lot of people, I'll rephrase that. I don't think I really appreciated Bill Russell enough. It wasn't until I saw his 30 for 30, at a much older age. Because, let's be realistic. Bill Russell played before I was walking on this earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like you, Reed. I had to go back and see film. I had to hear my grandfather tell stories about this man. Mm-hmm. I had to hear older people talk in the barbershop when I'm a little boy about, what Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell were going to do, or what those matchups were like. Like, they pinned those together like how we did Olajuwon and Shaq and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So to hear people put him on a pedestal, but I don't think I really appreciated what he did for the game of basketball, and also just for people of color. They said this man endured all kind of crazy death threats all the time.
Yeah,
absolutely.
For speaking up for civil rights and everything else.
Yep.
And he went to work and did it with a smile on his face. He didn't complain about nothing. He played the game, and he was still an advocate for the people.
Yep.
And tried to make everything better. And at all the same while, paved the way for more people of color to be able to play in these crazy cities and states that weren't really fans of seeing us play on their teams.
Yeah.
He's definitely a pioneer, because
straight trailblazer, bro. Trailblazer.
You look at it. I mean, and we talk about the greats of Jordan, Kobe, Magic, and all of this. Look, you guys probably wouldn't even be able to play if it wasn't for half of the things that he did. You know what I'm saying? So definitely got to appreciate what Bill Russell did.
Yeah. So, when they start making rules about the way you play, to try and hamper how you play.
Right, to slow you down.
Slow you down.
Because you're dominating a game that
you're
wasn't
good.
really made for you.
Which is
dominated a game that wasn't
too good.
I mean, you scored. That's why I read. Like back in the day, they had to quit. They couldn't slam dunk, right?
Yeah,
it was illegal to dunk the ball. Yeah. So that's why you see some highlights where he jumping and they just laying it up, letting it go over the rim. Yeah. With his skill set, what he really could have done if the rules were a little bit different during his time his numbers would have been way more astronomical than what they were.
And here's another piece. How about they didn't while he was playing, they didn't actually record blocks. That was not a stat when he played.
Right. Okay.
So you want to talk, oh well, Jordan defensive this and stats this and blah 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 and Shaq and Elijah. They didn't have those stats back then, man. So it was later on in his career when they started having stats.
I'm trying to think. They had the year when in an article I read the other day back in '56, he did some of the block wise, but they didn't even really record it, so they don't have the true numbers of when.
Right.
I can't find it. This stat. The article was so long, and it took me a while to go over and go through it, and it's just amazing, man. But you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. Bill Russell and the Russell family. Just I said, just straight pioneer of what he did to the game. And like I said, a lot of young people. My youngest son asked me a couple questions about it. And I was like, man, he was a great basketball player. He did this, this, and this. And, it's cool to kind of see his face. Like, oh, Dad, for real? Like, wow. Like, yeah, man. Like, so much history behind the game. But
absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
but thank you for that, man. I appreciate that. When I saw that on there, I was like, yo, I'm big up for that.
I want to give you some love too, though, man. Because even when we do some list, you like going to the archives and you almost like that dude Mad Dog that subs for Stephen A sometimes on Get Up. That, what I'm saying? He asked about the top college programs and Mad Dog talking about do it for the Gipper and Newt Rockney and stuff for Notre Dame. And man, all his highlights was black and white. Like, fool, if you don't get that old ass Notre Dame team off this TV talking about they great, but that era don't even exist no more. But
storied program, the Golden Domers.
But my point is, my point is, man, I try to give you some kudos.
I appreciate it.
And now we just condemn the NFL a little bit. It's another topic that came out today that I wanted to talk about, and I didn't get a chance to shoot it to y'all prior to, but y'all know Miami Dolphins owner Stephen Ross, his punishment got handed out today, right? So the investigation they did on him for tampering. Yeah. So the Dolphins lose a first-round pick. They lose their first-round pick in 2023.
Yeah.
And they lose another pick, I think the next year. And Stephen Ross was fined $1.5 million. And they found that it was some tampering done by him when it came down to talking to Sean Payton and Tom Brady. So I guess the question I got is, are we going to take Brian Flores' allegations a lot more serious now since this has come up compared to every other allegation that's been brought up against Stephen Ross?
Hell yeah. I mean, yes. This tampering has been going on, I would say, since the beginning of time. I mean, we would call it what is that? Business espionage, when you going in, right? And you're like, hey, what are they going to do now? Or how are they going to do this? And look, all these deals, especially like NBA and NFL, and then all of a sudden on the day of, a free agency, you signing on that day, like
Jalen Brunson.
I'm just... And they gonna get this.
It was an insider trader going on.
Oh, come on, man. Your daddy work, dude.
Man, come on.
If this was NCAA, they would be sanctioned. You know what I'm saying? Wow. They would definitely be sanctioned if this was NCAA.
That was writing on the wall, man. Writing on the wall.
Your daddy coached for high school, and all of a sudden he's showing up at the college where you sign. Come on, man. It's this exact same thing. Kudos. NFL actually did something. They actually did something they said what they're going to do.
But do you think it was too much pressure on them to have to do something? Like
in Miami?
Yeah. Because now this is the whole thing. We just talked about Robert Kraft
Yeah.
getting nothing, right? But at the same time, it was because he was out getting his rocks off, right? More or less. This comes down again to them trying to protect the shield and integrity. So they slapped the owner on the wrist a little bit. But at the same time, do y'all know $1.5 million for Stephen Ross is like $10 for me?
Facts.
But that's a lie. Let me change that. That's like $3.50 for me.
Dropping the bucket.
You know, so like
that ain't nothing.
He about to make that back tomorrow. He might make it back right now tonight already.
Yeah.
Like that 1.5
he gonna send that on the cash app.
Yeah.
That's
yeah. He gonna send that on the cash app.
That's not going to hurt him, right? Realistically. But you know, it is what it is. The Dolphins, you know, the tampering thing going on. It's man, hey. I missed something. I missed the inside joke.
$sign Porsche. My bad, man. Anyway, yeah, bro. Yeah. That cash app. Watch out, folks.
For real, bro. He about to cash out the league on that one, bro. That ain't shit to bros, bro. That ain't shit.
No, 1.5 is not.
And they say there was 3 separate occasions from 2019 to 2022 having to deal with Tom Brady and Sean Payton is what they found tampering with, man.
And this is when Sean is like, and this is when Peyton is thinking about leaving. He hasn't left yet, but he's like, you know what? Maybe I just want to, you know, kind of, you know, do something else. I don't know. So, and I think there was probably something that said, hey, don't do it yet because some things are not right. Some people in the office.
That's like, I mean, not trying to be funny. Yeah. Supposedly, everything that started going down with Brady.
Yeah.
Right. Like Brady came back to Tampa. We're glad to have him back. But I think a lot of him like deciding to stay in Tampa was the allegation from Flores, and it had to be word that the issue was about to hit the fan.
What'd you say?
With the owner, with Ross.
Tom, they coming after you, bro. Just stay there.
He got that Martha Stewart treatment. Like, hey, dog, now's not gonna be a good time. Sign back with Tampa, and then we can in the next year. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and slide on out.
Hey, the bat phone was boop boop boop.
Hey, it was a red phone in the corner.
Red phone. Yep.
Hold on.
It's the bat phone. Yeah. Tom, just stay there.
That's the one.
We'll come get you. Yeah.
He got the jack inside the closet.
That's
it. Ain't no phone in it. He just go hook it up when.
That's it. No numbers. No numbers on it. It's a direct line. But yeah, I mean, look, I think it. I know it happens. I know it happens. People talk. People, you know, hey, you know, we can come here and do this. You come here and do that. There's just this, that, in this time frame of when to do it.
That's another messed up organization to me. I kind of like their color. I kind of like their colors and stuff, but that's another messed up. Miami, Houston.
Well, I think it starts from the top down. You know, it just starts from the top down. Starts from the top down. You know, if you're owner, and Miami has something that is just innate, that it just has an issue. It hasn't been right for a very long time, just for a very long time. And they've tried to go out and get the superstar coaches, and it just hasn't worked out. You know, I'm curious as to what Tyreek continues to talk about Tua. You know,
they gonna blow up, man. That shit gonna blow up.
You know, I don't know.
Like, it's been positive talk, but like I said,
it has been.
Has he put too much pressure on Tua to come out perform? We'll see. The Dolphins, on paper, they look better, but it's just so much other crap that follows them. It's just like, dude, you don't. A young team and a quarterback in his third year that you need to perform. You go get the cheetah. You just, hey, Stephen Ross, sit back and shut up. Let them boys play ball and keep your nose clean. Like, we don't need to hear about you and your collusion and all this other stuff right now, man. You're just doing the most.
You talked about the scandal with the coach. I mean, come on, man. Just chillax, bro. You in Miami, man, go to the beach. Chillax.
We're gonna need you to not win these next couple of weeks because we want to change our draft pick. Like, what? Like, you not only are you questioning my integrity, you insulted me as a coach because, man, don't know coach want to go out and just lose.
And then you gonna throw money at me?
All that tampering makes you really truly believe that what Brian Flores was saying was true.
Yeah.
Like you said,
I agree.
Like you said, and then you gonna throw money at me? I give you $100,000 for every game you lose, bro. What? Yeah, trash.
Damn, I can't believe I went 3-13 in my first season. Nah, man. It's stuff that just goes on that it makes you shake your head. But like I said, I'm never surprised about people because people have corrupted in their ways, and man is not perfect. We all know that. So it happens. It goes down. It makes you go.
But I can tell you, as a fan, I get pissed because it's like all I need you to do is win, right? And just do it the right way. Like, dude, when you lose a first round draft pick, I can tell you this, and we didn't lose it. We traded out of the first round. But that Thursday night is so fun. It's like exciting. And when you don't have a pick, it's like that whole draft weekend sucks. It sucks. Because that Thursday, that Friday, all you want to talk about is, hey, did you see who we got? You see who we got? You see who we got? You see who we got?
Oh, shoot.
When you don't have that pick, you just like, hey, man, did you watch the draft last night? Nah. Why not? We didn't have a first round pick. So now everybody talking about they picks and you just sitting in the corner.
I agree.
I'm gonna go make some copies.
Yeah, we didn't. We traded out our pick this year.
Oh, you were so upset.
I was like, well, like I said, when the guy we wanted, the young man from Florida State got picked, the co-pick before, I was like, well, I think we're gonna trade out, and we still got. Hey, Logan Hall's gonna be a good player. He's having a great training camp for us.
Yes.
Kid out of Houston in the second round.
Yes.
But you're right, Jay. It takes the wind out of your sails, man. It just does something to you where it's just like, I mean, you see the draft? Yeah, it was cool. Who'd y'all draft? Well, we didn't.
We didn't. Y'all didn't? Nah.
Oh, yeah. Or you get an offensive tackle that everybody goes, huh? That led to NCAA in penalties.
Oh, man. I'm still... Bro, Stoggs' face when they made that pick was just like...
Hey, Reed, I thought we was going to pick him up off the ground.
Bro, his face was just like... Oh.
Now, Stoggs, hey man, real talk though. The word is he's not looking bad. He's not looking bad in practice.
Yes.
I think, like I said, you're gonna talk about it tomorrow. But I think the receiver injury that y'all just had doesn't help when you're already depleted. So the Will Fuller's still out there.
Man. Yeah.
Cole Beasley's out there.
And we're gonna talk about it tomorrow.
Emmanuel Sanders is out there.
T.O. said he'd come back.
Come on, man! Stop playing.
Stop it.
All right,
stop it. What's next?
Hey, we getting to the end here, and this is something I want to talk about. But I didn't know. Supposedly, so Jake Paul and Hakeem Rahman Jr. But now they're saying the fight's gonna get canceled because Rahman Jr. did not make weigh-in. Now, if Jake Paul just scared coming up with an excuse to get out of his first real test against a boxer, or or rules, you don't make weight, you don't get a chance to, fight.
I mean, if you don't make weight, you don't make weight, right? But
does anybody take Jake Paul serious as a boxer? Because I know Reed is a big boxing fan. Stoggs, you're a big boxing guy.
Hell no.
Yeah. Does anyone take this? Hell no. Not just no, hell no.
No.
Hell
no. Because and here's the thing. I know he is now talking about legitimacy and he wants to have legitimacy. And my thing is, okay, you're fighting who you're fighting, getting up in the ranks, but if you really are serious about it, be serious about it. I mean, hell, take 2 fights a year, 3 fights a year.
What
If you really,
ranks?
Yeah, who does
What
he need
ranks?
to? Yeah,
He
he
ain't
ain't fought
fought
anybody.
nobody. He
Who
ain't
does he need
fought
to fight?
nobody. He
that's
ain't
the
fought
thing.
nobody
That's what I'm talking about.
in the boxing rank. So hell no.
That's what I'm
You
talking
fighting
about.
bums, bro. You fighting bums
Rockman,
and washed up guys, dude.
Rockman would be the first legitimate fighter, and even though Rockman he's over the hill, let's just be honest with it. He's kind of over the hill there, but he would be a legitimate fighter, boxer that he would come up against. And him not making weight, I don't know what that's about.
But I think they said they wanted him to drop like 30 pounds within 3 weeks.
Damn.
Like this shit was like impossible.
It was that much?
Yeah.
Something like that. Like this shit's impossible. It's impossible.
And I think that's the other part is
Oh, they were supposed to fight. They said they were gonna fight. They agreed to fight at 200 pounds.
Yeah.
And Rahman went over, meaning he'd be forced to forfeit 25% of his purse, according to him. So because he was the one that was over, he would have to forfeit that much of his purse.
Yeah.
So now they're trying to rework. Man.
Yeah, and Rockman's never been that light. So, that it's a joke to me, man. Like, look, and if he signed for 200 pounds, that's on him. That's not him. That's just not where he is.
Gotcha.
So he needs to Paul needs to gain, or Rockman needs to.
I think Paul is staying like around like the cruiserweight level or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Cruiserweight. But still, if you want to get respected, player, if he wants to get respected, he needs to get fights against legitimate cruiserweight.
Yeah.
Good thing about it, man. He's his 5 fights that he's won. He beat
name it.
He beat a YouTuber, an NBA player, Nate Robinson,
Lord.
and 2 MMA guys that weren't boxers.
Right.
Ben Askren and Tyron Woodley.
Yeah.
So like really? He's fought no one. And he wants to be legit. He's got to start taking on.
But he talking shit. Boxers. He talking shit like he gonna knock somebody out.
Yeah, knocking nobody
out.
Well,
that's because he's getting hyped up, man, on the internet, bro.
His brother got more pull, and his brother been acting a fool in WWE.
Yeah, he has.
Hey, so Logan Paul, that was him in WWE.
Yes.
Yeah,
going crazy. I saw one of the.
Which that's a great place for him. Logan Paul, that's a great place for him.
I mean, he don't look bad. He was down here for the WrestleMania.
Oh, okay.
That they had down here, he didn't look bad.
He did not. That's a good place for him.
That's a good stage for him.
Oh yeah, drama. Play the part that he can be a heel, he can be a baby face, he can do whatever he wants. That's a great place for him. And now that you got Triple H that's in charge of of basically the script, hey, go for it.
It's about to be live. It's about to get live.
It is. Well, we're gonna leave that right there. Jake Paul, get off my screen. You are not news, sir.
He's a bum.
We're giving
He's a bum rock.
Giving this dude too much press. Now, hey, he's a hell of a influencer and creator on social media.
Yes.
Hey, keep it up. You're not a fighter.
No.
You can challenge me if you want to.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. I got $15.
I'm not a fighter. I'm not a fighter either, but I swear to God, I'll put a paw on that.
I'll put $15 on that purse right now.
You think you could do it, man?
I'm too big, man. I'm too big.
It'll be unsanctioned. Unsanctioned. Hey, just put them in the ring. You can have an unsanctioned fight for charity, right? And hey, let's go. But
y'all gotta train, man. Yeah, I give it that. He has been doing some training.
Yeah, hey, this is my thing. I don't question that he really wants to be able to do it, but at the same time, like Mike Tyson endorses dudes saying that you got to give him some kudos, and he's pretty legit. It's like, come on, Mike, are you smoking the cannabis that you promoting now? Because you promoting the dude talking about how great he is. Come on, Iron Mike, you know better than that. Like, you're not gonna make this dude a fighter just overnight. Like, he's trying, but we want to see a real skill set. Get another real boxer in the ring with you, and then I'll judge you off of that.
There you go. I'm down with that. But Jake Paul, big game. I want to see that. I got $15.
I'm in your corner, big game.
I appreciate that, fellas.
I
appreciate that.
I'm gonna be on the front row, but I
Cut
got
me,
$15. I got $15 towards that purse.
That's a shame. He ain't even gonna be in my corner, dog. He gonna be.
Baby,
I want to see the show. I want to see the show.
You can see it from the corner.
Yeah, but not
ain't
like
the same.
front row. Nah, it ain't the same.
All right.
I do it.
Hey, Mr. Reed, man, we're coming down to the end. Do you have a would you rather for us tonight?
Of course. Of course.
MJ, what up, my guy?
What's going on, cuz? MJ house. Raiders. It's the Raiders.
Hey, what up, Reed?
Shout out Las Vegas Raiders.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Las Vegas Raiders president Sandra Douglas Morgan.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. Them my people, man. Them my people, man. Her husband and I were teammates, and she was part of my wife's circle in college, man. So we all hung out, and Sandra's been doing big things for a long time. This is really big though, man. So big kudos to her, and hey, I'm gonna let you know when I'm in Vegas so we can get that hook up.
Congratulations, Soror. Way to go. Way to go, Soror.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Yeah, that's you, Reed.
Y'all ready?
No, Reed, we ready.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. He can't help himself, Reed. He can't help himself, bro.
Stop. There you go. So, would you rather be a mascot for the day or drive a Zamboni?
Oh. Drive a Zamboni. I'm going to be a mascot, too.
Mascot.
Because, see, with that mask on, I can go act the fool, dog. Man, nobody knows it's me.
Hey, facts, though. You could.
You could,
though.
I wouldn't be one of them dudes that trip them kids, though. Like, it's some cold. And speaking of mascots, it's a damn shame that these mascots in Sesame Street world not shaking little black kids' hands.
Oh, man.
It's not Legoland.
No.
It was like.
It's a Sesame Street theme park.
Yeah, Sesame's Place. It's called Sesame Place.
Hey, man, I
Sesame Place, Sesame Land, Sesame Street.
Place.
Hey, all I know is my wife calls me Oscar the Grouch.
Word, mascot, because, I'm acting straight fool. Because in a Zamboni, it's fun, but you can't go nowhere.
You can whip that whole like.
Hey, could you imagine?
I do that in my driveway.
What if you had to use a Zamboni as a getaway car?
Boy, stop.
There's no way.
They shooting you.
There's no way.
Man, I ain't playing with the police. I get shot regardless. I'm too big, man. I ain't playing with the police. They pulled me over. Both my hands be out of both windows. Like,
look, we too big of a target, bro. I'm not even trying to go out like that. No, I'll be a mascot, man.
Now, Jay Styles, what mascot? I think you would have to be the Phillies mascot to fit in it. Because he got the big round stomach for you to.
Really?
I don't even know if I can fit in the mascot uniform.
Really? I'm the Philly mascot. And you talk about the Philadelphia Phils, the
green, yeah, like he green or blue. He green.
The Philly, ain't that what his name is? The Philly or something like that.
Yeah,
but his name is. I think his name is Phil. Yeah, like Styles said, dog.
Yeah, he's with the Phils. Nah, bro.
Which one would you be? Which one would you be, Star? The Cowboy.
Which one would I be?
You want to be Rowdy?
You want to be Rowdy, the Cowboy?
I'd probably be Rowdy, man. I don't know. I would you know what's funny? I would be a Panther. I would want to be a Panther.
Hey, is it weird when you ask the question though, Reed? I automatically thought of being like in the hot dog suits doing the hot dog race at a baseball game. I don't know what it was, dog, that you said be a mascot of Zamboni. I just saw me in a hot dog suit racing and hey, MJ said, boy, bye.
Being in a dot race.
I would be the bottle of ketchup. Stoggs would be the hot dog. Reed could be the mustard.
Wait, I gotta be bro. You a Johnsonville Brock. That's what you are, man. That's what you are. You are the Johnsonville Brock. Don't try to pull me into your craziness.
We've officially gone fool at the end of the chop shop tonight, y'all. Big games. It's just been called the Johnsonville Brat.
You'd be a Johnsonville Brat. You wouldn't even be an Oscar Mayer Wiener. You'd be a Johnsonville Brat.
Hey, brats are better than wieners anyway.
I'm down with that, man. Beer brats all day, bro. But that's what you would be, man.
Hey, dog, listen. Hey, we need to do this. We need to get together. at a park, Joe Pool Lake. We go to Joe Pool Lake. Let's get some mascot, some condiment mascot uniforms. Let's do like a 20-yard dash.
Who won it?
And win.
10.
Who won it?
10?
10-yard dash.
Okay, 10. 10-yard dash in the mascot costume. Yeah, man.
You said a 10-yard dash.
Hey, man.
I'm looking out for my brothers, man. Because I don't know if y'all can make 20. I can make 20.
I can do 20.
I can't. And that uniform, in that hot costume, we are running 20.
I can do 20. Man, I can do 25.
I'm falling out.
Well, do 50 then.
I can do 50. We can go 50 yards.
Let's go 50 yards.
From the goal line to the 50-yard line.
That's it. From the goal to the half.
Facts.
Let's go.
Y'all still winning.
Hey,
you're not winning.
But hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And please remember, if you on here watching this, man, go ahead, subscribe, hit that thumbs up. He said that came right
MJ, that's why you don't have a lot of friends, bro.
Hey, MJ, tomorrow Buffner will be talking Cowboys football tomorrow night, and Thursday night we're gonna do around the league in first downs or whatever the hell we decide to call it, or between the lines around the league. Between the lines around the league. We get into that. But hey, yeah, man, if y'all checking us out, man, live, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, help us out. And even if you watching it later, go ahead, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell. That way you get notified every time that the Sports Chop Shop is coming on, bring you that new heat and that new content. I'm your boy, Big Game James. Alongside of me is Jay Styles, the Buff Nerd. A. Reed, the musicologist. Please make sure that y'all tune in next time as we bring you more of those sports hot topics of what's going on around the league. Peace.